overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. Cause the rich men, cause the rich men.
This for the women who birthed all daughters and sons and they nurse all of our family while we are traveling, trying to get paychecks and work hard. I don't know how much longer I can take this. Only looks like I got half of my paycheck. How can I explain this all to a baby? I know I'll read it, the statement you gave me. Dear Mr. Lot, know you've been working daily around the clock. Gotta provide for the family you got, but you laid off. Sincerely your boss, I'm sorry. Isn't that sounding outrageous? How about you go home and say that? Go to your daughter and tell her you broke, cause when your boss would give you some change, you would take it. I am not one to just take it. I am not one to be lazy. Earn what I get, I put days in. I am just one more payment.
I'm sick of this shit. It's time for a change. They've taken control. They're picking our brains. Our money is earned. We work every day. We pay all our bills out. This left us some change. I'm sick of the game. Sick of the lies. The rich getting rich while the poor survive. An arm and a leg for gas and a rise. They pin us against. Create a divide. It ain't about race. If we as the people just start standing up, they'll never defeat us. Created as equal as me. That's the steeple and pray all the devil away and the evil. I'm mad. They breaking us bad. They taking away all the raising we had. This country is sad. Just look where we at. It ain't what it was. So let's get it back. They made us this way. We all gotta say, we've all had enough, and then maybe one day we'll start seeing change. I'm tired of the games, got nothing to lose and nothing to gain, cause everything costs more than it should. We all have a voice, let's use it for good. I'm sick of this shit. Y'all better wake up for it's too late.
Lord, it's a damn
You know what
shame.
I think? I'm thinking it's time that we all unite. Cause if we combine the city boys with the boys off in the pines and load up our rifles and form us a line, we're only as weak as the links in the chain. So think for yourself and start using your brain. The pit us against one another, my brother. Don't focus on color, quit fanning the flames. We're selling our souls for the fortune and fame. They poison the water, derailing the trains, killing the cattle and taxing the grain. No one does nothing but bitch and complain. It's a damn shame. But people like me will survive. Blue collar baby, I work to get mine. My people don't stand in no welfare line. Hunting and fishing and growing the garden and starving your family while feeding you lies. What kind of manners and idly by while children get raped? I'd rather die. Just give us a list of Biden is hiding. They'll all be dead by the end of the night. I promise I'll make sure they all see the point when I give them the end of my night.
Most politicians look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is.
But it is.
But it is living in a new world with
With an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men north of Richmond.
good afternoon, morning, afternoon, depending on where you are in the country, the world.
The world.
And the
Worldwide,
universe. We are universe wide.
Baby. Fucking Verso, baby. What's up? Just a guy having fun. Joko, Betty John, Tracy, Berserker, John DeNicola, Emerald City. How's everybody doing today?
I think we're going to start out. We got a good little. I think we're going to start out with this. What am I?
A cop.
A cop.
You're a cop. Oh wait, that's Joe Cool. My bad. I got you confused. Y'all, yeah. I got you confused. My bad.
Oh man, killing me over here.
Suspicious.
Definitely
Yep.
suspicious.
No doubt about it. And we need to see some ID.
Mm-hmm. We got so many clips we haven't put up here, man. We gotta get Brody up here on our brands, and we got to do a whole. Man, we haven't had time. We've been just having too much fun.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
We had a hell of a time yesterday with Lesser and Laporte out in Walsenburg. We got a couple of good interactions with them yesterday.
Was that what you call it?
I don't know. I mean, they were good interactions in my opinion.
Got a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, definitely need to work. Definitely. But we also got offered ride-alongs, and not with cuffs behind our back. Yeah,
So-
I mean,
So
actual
put a one in the chat if you want to see me and you people do a ride along. Because we've been asked a few different times, you know, but I mean, it's a reality. We could go do it. If that's something that you guys would be interested in, put a one in the chat if you'd like to see us do some ride-alongs with some of these cops.
right.
And we'll do video and everything. You know what I mean? We'll video, go live, whatever. You know. If that's something you guys like to see, I mean, then you get to see a different side of it instead of us chasing the cops around. You know, we can ride along with them and you know, there's certain instances obviously that we probably wouldn't want to film, and I don't think they want us to film, but it's only certain instances. So for the most part, I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, for the most part, we got full permission to film.
Right.
You know, as long as we're not filming their CAD. Apparently, that's a no-no. And there's a couple of other things, but nothing major. I mean, nothing that would keep us from recording. I mean, unless it's that certain thing. But I don't know. We got offered. I think we might take them up on that offer, though.
Well, we got 1-1, so we got 1-1. So yeah, you got at least one person wants to see you do it. You people.
Hell yeah. Well, I thought it would be kind of cool. I don't know how everybody else would think about this, but I think it would be kind of cool if like Good Citizen was live and I was live and we were both. It would be like our version of live PD. It would be awesome. You know, I'm with one cop, he's with the other, and we're just fucking cruising around town. We meet up on scene. Hell yeah,
we have to wear a bulletproof vest.
Oh yeah, and the bulletproof vest. That's a requirement. We have to wear the bulletproof vest because apparently that was the joke. That yeah, well, Gail got it. So the joke was we had to wear a bulletproof vest because we would be in a moving target. I was like, Bill, that's okay, man. I'm used to being a moving target. I got a shirt for that. So, I mean, that's I gotta say that's some pretty good interactions that we had with Bill and Lesser, man. I mean, it was a good time yesterday. I think what did we get? We got 3 calls, two of them that we that we wanted to record. One of them that was just iffy, so we just sat there and watched it. But all around good times, man. Good times.
Yup. And then we went to the council meeting. That was a 2-hour council meeting that you people was live for.
Bro, that was a shit show and a half, man. Like, I thought Aguilar was bad, bro, but at least Walsenburg doesn't have an administrator.
Seems to be a common theme around these parts lately, huh?
Oh, I'm telling you. When
Randomness,
because we got
no
asked
administrator.
we got asked to come out. We were like, somebody called us up and like, please come out and go to this meeting tonight. I mean, it's going to be a good meeting. And I mean, it was kind of a long drawn out meeting, but if you're interested in ignorance in the government level, I mean, it was a very interesting meeting. Very
Right.
interesting. Like, nobody knows what the hell they're doing. They don't have an administrator. They're losing their lawyer.
$177,000 a year for an interim. Oh, man.
$177,000 a year for an
Hey,
interim.
Sheriff.
Wow. I mean, like I thought like we were weird.
We need to
we
raise
go
$1
in and
million,
record.
like by the end of the month too, right? We need at least $1 million by the end of the month too, guys. Yeah. What's up,
Hey,
Westside?
Cheryl.
Yeah, so $1 million by the end of the month, or we're gonna piss the bank off.
Now, mind you, they have 12 million in reserve, but we're not touching that. Now, fuck that. We're not touching that. We're going to raise the rates on the people for their utilities. That's how we're going to get this. But wait, we don't know how we're going to do this. We don't know what kind of rate we're going to do. We're going to pass an ordinance on it, though. We're going to try and pass an ordinance on it, but we fail to pass an ordinance.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna raise you guys up, and then we're gonna hire this guy for $177,000 a year. And yeah, it was just a wild meeting. If you guys are into that kind of stuff, it's on you people's page. So
I didn't go back and look at it. So
yeah.
If
2
there is
hours,
anybody
though.
that watched it, please let me know how the quality was, because I didn't get a chance to go back and watch it. I've been kind of
Did
busy
you notice
this
the
morning.
setup they have, dude? It's like a all-in-one unit right there. Why can't Aguilar do something like that?
I don't know. In fact, I was showcasing that very much as I could. So the way Walsenburg is set up in their meeting, they have a nice little setup. Somebody was actually like making fun of like the mural in the background, like "Hail to the King," blah 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 type shit. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a nice setup. Hell, I didn't even see microphones, but you could hear everybody.
Hey, Jim.
Everybody. In fact, I could hear them out. I guess somebody was listening to it in the back offices or something, because they had it up pretty loud to where I could hear the echo down the hall.
Probably Rick. Probably Rick was back there listening,
Yeah. So, I mean, they've got a very awesome sound system, and the fact that their Zoom
it's
is
like
all set up
in one, though, right?
Yeah.
You seen that? The speakers come out, they send out to where they need to be. But other than that, it's all in one. The camera's there, the camera moves around, the screen, all that. Why can't Aguilar do something like that? I just don't get it.
Well, I mean, they could, but they'd have to pay somebody to do the job right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they've just gotten used to just hiring incompetent
I don't
people.
even know, dude. The point is I think that that's just like a just follow the instructions and it's set up type deal, like you're connected and through the laptop to it. It's all remote from the laptop. I don't understand why they wouldn't hook something like that up here. It seems pretty easy. Solves the problem,
I mean, at least Walsenburg is open and honest with their corruption and their ignorance.
No shit, eh? They didn't deny it.
I mean,
they're just like, well, shit.
Well, we've got this $20 million here that we're on the hook for, and we got to figure it out. And the whole board is just sitting there, dead stone face silent. Any questions? Any comments? Dead stone face silent.
No shit.
The whole beginning of the meeting, I think like 10 things went through with like no comments, no questions, no concerns. It just all went through. Everybody was stone-faced silent, and it just kept going through it really quick at the beginning. And then once we hit about halfway through, that's when it started hitting snags, and it took 2 hours. So
yeah, but I mean, like that was kind of the snooze of the day, though. We did have a pretty action-packed day. We got video coming for you guys. So we've been working on those. I don't know, you guys seen the video where you people had a date at the courthouse there? You had him a bridesmaid or something. I don't know, a groupie. I don't know what what was that old man doing? Groping you or something?
You even lost me on that one. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
I thought he was your hot date or something. I don't know, the way he was all touchy-feely with you, like he's high school kids or something, you know?
Well, I mean, I am kind of irresistible in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, fucking. That's what I thought. I was like, man, he was copping the feel, right? Copping the feel.
Maybe
I don't know, man. I thought
maybe
y'all
he
two
just-
get together. I thought y'all look good together, man. What can I say?
Right?
Shoot. I mean, if you're into older guys, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I don't discriminate.
Yep. Yeah, Beth, we got one for you right here. He's gonna search you. For real.
No, I'm good.
No,
I'm
Beth
good.
needs to be searched. We're gonna hook her up.
Oh.
Zamora will search her down.
Hell yeah.
Just doing his job. That's funny, dude. Did you buy your dinner at least?
I told you, they didn't buy me dinner. They never buy me dinner.
Oh, this guy. For fuck's sake.
I don't even know where your video is.
What video?
The one where the guy's getting touchy-feely.
Oh, we got bunches of them.
I know you do. You oh my gosh, man. Like, how many shorts did you create?
All of them. all the ones you see there, I created.
Oh, you're an asshole.
There's only a million of them.
Abuse. They like to hide their abuse.
No, this isn't a public building. This is a public building.
Oh, it is a public building. Careful, they'll go hands on with you. Stop touching him. Stop touching him. Stop touching him.
You see that? You didn't even give me a reach around.
Goodness. I thought he was going to slide his hand in your back pocket or something.
Stop fucking touching him. You don't have rights to put hands on
No,
people.
I did not get a copy the last time I was here. I would like a copy. No, I would like a copy, please.
It's public information. We'd like a copy.
You cannot be physical when we're asking questions.
Keep breaking the fucking law.
Keep violating law, right?
He just did. You don't get to put hands on people, old man.
What's the legal definition of harassment in this case?
The legal definition of harassment.
Yeah.
Continually doing something that.
Kick, push, or shove. Same thing he just did.
Kick, push, or shove.
He just broke the fucking law, old man.
You know, I got to give that guy credit. Good citizen, you didn't let him speak because he was actually spouting off the legal definition. At the end, it's kick, push, or shove. It's true.
It is at the very end. I skipped him to the end.
Right, but he didn't let him finish, and he was actually spouting off the law. I was actually surprised for this gentleman. I will give him kudos that
because I was pissed. I was pissed because he says I didn't break the law, but he did break the law. Here in this state, if you see another fucking officer, it doesn't matter, superior or not, if you see them doing wrong, you're supposed to stop them and you're supposed to report it. So He should have been
Right.
grabbing that old man, pulling him back off you when he started touching you. So he broke the law in my eyes, and that's why I was pissed right then. You know,
Yeah, no, I got you because it's
they're
part of
supposed
the
to protect
Integrity
us,
Act
not put hands
out
on them.
here.
You know,
It-
yeah, the Integrity Act.
Right.
That's where they don't have any integrity there. So, yeah, that's the fucked up part. And so, yeah, they had me fucking pissed right off, dude. Because he's like, oh, I ain't breaking the law. But he is. He was breaking the law, dude. People have went to fucking prison in this state for this shit. For not doing the right thing. He should have been pulling that old man back off you like, don't touch him, don't touch him. But he
Right.
didn't. He didn't. Instead, he put his hands down towards his fucking taser like he was ready to get with you, you know? Like, what is wrong with these goons?
Well, and see, that's what I didn't understand either.
Camera
Like,
up. Get him.
like you can obviously tell I'm not going to
Yeah, man.
fight, right? And just because I pulled back doesn't mean anything. But for him to come back and try and back him up, and if you noticed, he put his hand on his taser. Like, why are you? First of all, I know where they're gonna go with it. They're gonna say, well, that thing in your hand could be used as a weapon. Could be. My finger could be used as a weapon as well. Are you gonna fucking take that off my fucking person as well?
Kinetic, I thought he was going to shove his thumb up there and steer him around, bud. That's not gay. He's just doing his job. You know? What's up, Brandon? Yeah, so how's that going for you there, you people? I mean, did you get his phone number or something?
Hell, I haven't even gotten anything. So and I haven't even gotten anything. We tried contacting them. And this is how I contacted them. I'll walk you through it here real quick. So you have this tab here, which is the Alamosa website,
Oh, that's
and
my buddy.
it takes you to the sheriff.
Yeah, that's my
Right?
buddy right there.
It gives you all of their little
He fucking hates
information.
bullies. He fucking hates bullies.
Yeah,
That's my
he
buddy
hates
right
bullies.
He fucking hates bullies. He sure got a lot of them for somebody who hates him. Keeps
Mhm.
himself surrounded with them, don't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then you've got this.
Ooh,
you know,
yeah.
You've got us. So I tried contacting them. And
Oh.
saying, hey, how do I make a complaint? I let them know what my complaint was, just so that way I can make the complaint on the contact us, because there's nowhere on the website, anywhere in here specified as far as the Alamosa County, as far as putting in a complaint. There's no place to put a complaint
Or email contact.
or email contact.
This is
Yeah.
it.
So when you click on this, yes,
There it is.
yes. So it goes into sheriff contact, and you put in your name, your email, the subject, and your message. You make sure to click it and say that you're not a robot, and then you send the message. I have done this twice now. I have not gotten a response at all. Like, not even a confirmation that, hey, we got your complaint, nothing. So I emailed the records person and was like, listen, I don't know who's operating this website, but I'm emailing you to put in a complaint, and put in my complaint. And then I asked for a response. I still have not received a response.
Oh.
Do you think
So
that's
now
because I haven't identified?
I think they're just you're just gonna go away. I'm sure you're just gonna go away.
You
If they
sure?
don't answer you and they don't contact us, then I'm sure you're just gonna go away. I mean, that's what you do.
Oh.
You know?
Well. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go away. I know there's a couple of other people that aren't going to go away either. So just to show everybody, I hope this is popping up because I'm in a different tab. The blue tab is telling you all the different departments for Alamosa County, and you click on sheriff, and it takes you back over here to this page.
Oh yeah, that's a nice number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice number.
You get a hold of animal control. It tells you about visitation and when visitation is.
I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they like a phone call. Maybe that's how it is. They don't want to email. They maybe they just like to hear your voice.
Maybe. But again, that's where it ends. There's nothing about complaints in here. I don't even see a spot for FOIA requests. Like, I don't see. Oh, nope. That's to become a volunteer.
Oh, we might need to do that.
We might
need to do that. I think they're looking at probably being short about half their force. So they might, anybody wanting to volunteer, contact them. Just don't use that link because they don't respond back to that. But use the volunteer link, and then maybe you can get some volunteer hours in. You know?
Right.
No shit. Yeah. Seems. Unincorporated Alamosa, baby. Yeah.
And it's about lunchtime. We were gonna give them a call really quick, but it's hitting about their lunchtime. So
There's always somebody there. It's not an emergency number. 24/7, baby.
Okay.
That's why they got multiple office ladies. That way they can stagger them.
Oh, is that the case? Because
Yeah.
I could have swore they had a lunchtime the last time we were there.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we didn't get served.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that was just on break or something.
Just on break.
Yeah, we're not answering the window. We tried all their windows too, even the ones from the outside. Close the blinds and shit. They were not having it.
Nah, their blinds were already closed, but you could tell they were peeking. They had some of the blinds poked up so that where you could tell people were like poking out and spying. It was kind of fun. John, what's up, buddy?
Guys, how you doing?
Good.
We're just trying to contact us.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so are they.
True.
We're just trying to contact us.
Yeah,
any luck with that? Contact us.
Yeah. Well, I can't even. Sorry, I'm late. Hello, everyone.
Man.
Good to see everybody in the chat.
No, you're not late at all, brother. People have shit to do and whatnot and so forth. I mean, hell, I just got a part-time job. So, I mean, now I got a job. Now, hey, everybody that comments on my shit, I got a job. You can tell me to stop getting a job. I got a job.
Oh, man. Now they're going to have to pick on something else.
Well, maybe they'll pick on the basement. I don't know. But nah, man, you're good. You're good, John. No worries. You got shit you got to do. Everybody's got shit we got to do. And it's kind of an awkward time, middle of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's an awkward time to be on YouTube for a lot of people.
Yeah, that means more people get to watch it back.
Right.
Thank you.
So why don't you enlighten us with, maybe if you want, why don't you enlighten us with some of the escapades? Because you haven't even been to Alamosa. Like, never. Have you ever even stepped foot in Alamosa, John?
No, but I saw pictures of it.
Well, there you go. I mean, so how's your experience been with Alamosa? Because they haven't even seen you.
Wow. I don't know whether it's me.
What happened?
I don't know. It keeps cutting out.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You
man.
got a set of earbuds.
No, no earbuds. How about now?
You're good.
Yeah.
You're fine on this end.
I have a feeling there's still Wi-Fi out here. But anyway, let's just say I'm having a wonderful experience in Alamosa. I have been told that I have to fill out specific forms. I've been told that the request that I made has to be made on those specific forms. I've been quoted criminal statutes that don't even apply to the law.
You got to follow the policy. You got to
Yeah.
follow the policy.
That's right, and mind you, this is all policy. None of this is written in law, which is what we're supposed to go by, what they're supposed to go by. I've had 3 emails going back and forth with the. I got to be honest with you. I don't even know if it's a core FOIA officer, because my understanding is that the FOIA officer for the department I'm requesting the information is the sheriff. So why I'm dealing with this underling that clearly has no grasp of the law and clearly keeps misquoting it, I don't know. But I have gone back and forth, like I said, like 3 times now with them. And the last communication I had, I very kindly pointed out the obvious and essentially told them that under the law, I'm not required to do anything other than what I've already done. They've opened my email. They've read my email. They know what my request is.
Man.
That their policy is just that. It's a policy made for the employees, not for the public. And that it didn't apply to me, and that the clock is ticking. Fulfill my request. And at this point, it's in her hands or whoever's hands.
What's up, Standing Tall?
And essentially, if I don't get my response within the 7 days allowed by the law, then I guess we'll see what happens from there.
Well, were they pulling the same thing that they were pulling with Good Citizen as far as giving you the CRS for the CC? What is it?
So the 301 is what they're quoting, right? And the 301 deal with criminal records. If you're requesting,
I'm gonna need to see some ID, sir.
Yeah, I mean, really, and nothing for nothing, but if the person's incarcerated and they're trying to pull their own records, now you're dealing with a different beast, because that really they wouldn't be able to get their ID at that point.
Hey, you know what they say, right, John?
Porn causes brain damage.
That's what it's like dealing with them, man.
Some days you wonder, and again, I mean, I think what's even more troubling is the fact that they triple down on stupid, right? Because again, I'm waiting for a response back to to the last email I sent, because at this point, I think that they've realized that I'm not going to go away. They're going to give me what I asked for. And what really gets me is the stuff I asked for, they could get me within 10 minutes. Literally, 10 minutes time. They'd have everything.
Well, hey, Divine. Well, that's the way it goes, John. I mean, that's what we basically been pointing out. I mean, yeah, it's not really important paperwork, but it should be readily available to the public, and it should be picked out within 10 minutes, and it should just be an easy fill it and go. Why is it such a big deal?
We also been pointing out some of this other stuff.
Picture this. You're strolling through the city, stopping occasionally to take some stunning shots. You compose the shot, the city buzzes around you, and you capture the moment. You're not just taking pictures, you're preserving memories, immortalizing moments in time. So, what are you waiting for? Unleash your creativity and dive into the world of photography.
That's a Purple Heart Marine that they beat up on that we're escorting around, guys. Yeah, that's how we stumbled on this place. They decided to beat on a Purple Heart Marine.
And let's also make this one clear too. Not only did they do that, but the deputies involved in the assault on him also conspired with a judge in order to put him in jail for 2 days because they didn't like the fact that he would be cited and released for the original contempt charge that the judge gave him.
Correct.
So maybe I'm just naive, but conspiracy to deprive somebody of their rights under the color of law is illegal. But again, I'm not an attorney.
But the verdict is in. The verdict is in, though.
Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season. Uh-oh.
Exonerated on all charges.
Yeah, well, they ain't over yet.
Well, this is what the sheriff says. I'm just saying. He don't understand how this works, but he's gonna learn.
He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn really quick.
Yep. The undersheriff too. We got the undersheriff too. He's gonna learn.
His name is Sean Woods.
2030.
Jamie Sean Woods.
Why 2030?
Yeah. Now, the other cops are going to be rolling in here because they asked for some help. So
Okay.
that's all right. We can do
Right.
whatever we do.
They all have guns. We have cameras, and they need help, guys. This is the America we live.
They're gonna be rolling in. They're gonna be rolling in because they asked for help.
They fucking did too, dude. There's a lot of cops there.
Dude, I'm
Well, I think they should charge each other with disorderly conduct because, having to roll in 20 deputies or 20 officers for cameras. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that you guys were victims of disorderly conduct. So,
well, I mean, it's very clear in the order that, they people that have business there should be able to conduct their business without any interference or harassment or
I think there was
like that.
I think there was a total of like 27 badges on scene.
Well, you bring up a pretty interesting point, you people, because what you saw over there was based off of Directive 9501 from the Supreme Judicial Court of Colorado. So I decided to take a look at 9501. And the only thing that really kind of popped out was a section in there under number 11, which dealt with the facility and the grounds. But everything in that order generally pertained to the staff.
But he's violating it.
That's the point, is that they're violating all these different things. Like, it's not just the Constitution. They're violating their own fucking state laws when they're doing this shit, John. And, the comments that I'm getting are just, it's amazing. Just the comments on this video alone, John. This one alone. It's just been amazing.
That is fine.
That's what I'm waiting on my copy.
All right, get out. You are violating it. I will gladly bring you a copy.
I am not violating. Is this not a
Get
public
out or
building?
You will be arrested. You are violating. You are recording, and that is a violation.
Thank you very much.
I want a copy of
Greatly appreciate it.
I want to read that. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, just some of the comments on that thing alone.
Hey, I know that guy.
It's crazy.
Well, you think that's bad. You should have seen the comment from the email that I sent to the Supreme Judicial Court. to the clerk up there, because the clerk kind of is playing the in-between between me and the chief justices as far as this directive. A couple of questions that I asked were, one of them, which is pretty basic, was this order put in place because of the COVID restriction? Now, if that was the case, the COVID restrictions have been lifted, which means that this order should have been rescinded. So that's a question that I think should have been answered by the clerk, if not by somebody. You know, and instead what I got was, we can't help you. That was it. That was their response to my question. So what I did is I followed that up with, well, wait a minute. If I have an issue and I'm going into, say, Alamosa Courthouse, and I have a problem with the clerk not filing my paperwork, right? And I can't record that interaction with that clerk, you're telling me that I'm going to be arrested in a courthouse for filming a clerk that's supposed to be doing her job who's not. I go, you know, this is not only to protect me, but it's to protect her. She can't say I did this, and I can't say she did that. I don't understand why you guys don't want to answer these questions. I don't get it. So if you can put me into contact with somebody that can, please do.
Right.
You know, I haven't heard back.
Well, Good Citizen heard back from somebody else that decided to intertwine themselves in all of this. So, I mean, I don't think the attorney is too fucking smart.
Up, didn't he? Yeah. Try to bully me and shit, dude. We'll see how that works out for this guy. Man, for a sheriff that fucking hates bullies, he sure does fucking surround himself with them. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's funny how that works, right?
Yeah.
You know, I don't like bullies, but I'm gonna hire them because they're gonna do my dirty work.
Yeah.
You know, and nothing for nothing, but you know, the legal mouthpiece that they have for the town too, or the county, doesn't help much either, because that's why he's doing what he's doing, because he's the one that's out there going, well, if I have a problem with this person, I'm going to bring these guys over here with the guns to take care of them. You know?
Well, and I'm trying to figure out this lady's name so I can file a complaint on her. Oh man, they're just denying to cough up any information on this lady. It's kind of funny.
Well, you know, yeah, and that's kind of, you know.
She violated my rights, dude. I put her on notice, and she said she don't care. She continued to violate my rights, and now they're hiding her identity. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, you know, and here's the funny thing, because you know, doing requests like for something like her name, it's funny because you have to be kind of word specific. You can't send in a picture of her. That's the funny part, because the picture is not an actual document, right? And that's why when you get into situations like with her, the time of day, were they the only two that were in that front office at that time that it happened, right? Because essentially what you have to do is you literally have to narrow it down and be word specific as to that person, right? So you would have to try and pull it so that you would, when you make the request, it would be specific to that time of day, those two employees and stuff.
Technically, you know? I could just request the lady that denied my verbal request name. I mean, I made a verbal request for her name right there on the spot. So I asked for a card and everything. She denied it. And yeah.
I agree, but you know, that's, again, this is that whole let's play the word game, you know. So, but yeah, I agree. I mean, it shouldn't be this hard, but they generally like to gum up the works, and instead of just giving you what you're asking for, they just play this game.
Well, and I mean, I know who I can assume her name is. I already know that much. You know what I mean? I'm not completely dark, but I shouldn't have to assume her name when I'm trying to place a complaint on somebody who violated my rights. So.
Oh yeah, I mean. And if you think about it, you know, realistically, you were making a CORA request at the time, which you are able to visually inspect anything that's readily available. So technically, not only did she I mean, not only did she violate your rights, but she violated the law. She violated the Cora law. You know, she just essentially just thumbed her nose up at you and violated the Cora law in the
Well,
process.
and I was dealing with custodian records, and she was doing fine. This lady interjected herself just to cause a problem. So,
yeah, that's an issue in itself. I mean, who is she that she's telling the custodian of records don't give them the stuff, right? When again, it was readily available. She had it right there for you to look at.
well, they tried to charge me to view it. You know, so that was weird.
Well, you know, these guys don't read the law too well. For some reason, they don't understand that when you're visually inspecting something, whether you have a camera or not, you know,
She was so pissed. She was so pissed that she was going to give me that document, and I was going to document it myself and not have to pay them a dime. She was so pissed off about that, but yet was still going to give me. She was still going to give me the documents, and then that other lady had to intervene herself and then add to my request. I didn't ask for more documents, and she decided to add documents to it. So,
well,
I didn't, you know.
To be fair, not only did she add a document, but she added a requirement that's not covered under the law. She tried to get you to surrender your ID, which again, she can't do.
Because I had in my hand, you'll see in the video, I had my next written request in hand. And so that is the request she was referring to of any further documents. I'm going to need ID. So I had a request that I was submitting in my hand. See?
But
that's why she said that. So
Yeah.
she was trying to force me. And I didn't get either of those answered. So either of those two requests.
It's insane.
But
this is
just what they do,
yeah.
You just document it, you know. Just documenting it. No doubt. I mean, hell, she's already basically trespassed our cameras from 6 fucking counties, dude. So
well, that's another one, because that was one of the questions I asked the Supreme Judicial Court about, which is how can one chief judge in one location turn around and make rules for an entire valley? I've never heard of it. I mean, because each location is supposed to be an assigned chief judge. So if you go from Alamosa and say you go to Los Animas, right? Los Animas County, they have their own chief judge. So what she is trying to do is she is trying to say that she rules over the entire valley. And that's not the way it works.
Well, actually, she does. She does. She oversees all of those courts.
all 6 counties. Crazy, dude.
She may oversee them, but she can't turn around and again, this is why.
And if you ask her, her ruling is final. Can't argue it.
Yeah, okay.
He says, yeah, okay.
You seen her. She means business.
Yeah, she means business, but you know something? What it comes down to is you don't have to be arrested in order for her to violate your rights and have standing and to take it and go to a higher court. Because at the end of the day,
she wants us arrested. There's no doubt about that. She's most definitely got our fucking wanted posters all over that valley. If you see these men with cameras, pounce on them. You already know. You already know, dude. She's pissed because her face is on the internet because she came out and gave us some bullshit ass directives after the fucking security guard told us we could stand there. And even going by her own bullshit order, that's okay because the security told us up to this point. There's no filming past this point. Nobody went past that point. Well, so even if we were following her order, she is the one in the wrong here because he told us.
Yeah, but you also had that officer tell me to video and record the order as well after telling me that we could not record in that area.
Yeah, dude. Like they were all over the place.
I'm telling you, man, they were.
That's
it
insane.
is almost done. It is almost done, John. I've got an exclusive for everybody. It's almost done.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, dude. It's just weird though, like I say, because in that order it says it's okay if it's permissible by the security, then it's okay. Court security can give you the permission. He gave you people the permission. When he got to the door, that old man opened the second door up and said, "You can't film past this point," and he pointed at the metal detector, which is roped off. You can't go through unless you go through the metal detector. Okay. And so he never went past that point, but yet they went hands on with him, and he got a fucking threat of arrest from that fucking judge when he wasn't even violating the order.
Well, you know what's funny?
So the order is not fucking. It doesn't seem lawful to me. I'm just saying, but
Well, I think what was funny too is if you noticed, maybe my eyes are getting a little, maybe they're bad, but I could have sworn I saw one of our favorite characters in play here running for the chief judge so that she could get her to come out. So
Yep. And to my knowledge, they're not supposed to be doing that. They're not supposed to be acting as law enforcement, to my knowledge.
The judge?
well, a lot of the bailiffs. Yeah, a lot of the bailiffs.
Yeah, I'm sorry, John. I had my mother-in-law came in. She needed to tell me something. By 28 USC, we're gonna go with 454. Practice of law by justices and judges. Any justice or judge. I don't know if that's law enforcement or law. Is it just law?
No, that would be United States Code. So I would think
I mean, it says any justice or judge appointed under the authority of the United States who engages in the practice of law is guilty of a high misdemeanor. So, my question on that, because it's so vaguely stated, is that law enforcement? Is that practice of law? Is that how would you take that?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I'm not positive. I mean, because it depends on what they're referring to. I mean, are they acting? Is the judge acting as law enforcement? Are they acting under the color of law, under the guise of law? I don't get it.
I don't know, but she definitely gave a threat of arrest. You will be arrested if you don't follow this order.
Well, that's what I was curious about. I mean, because all right, I got pulled up here. We'll zoom it in so we can get a little better view here. But that's what I pulled up here underneath 28 USC code, 2012 edition. But it's so vaguely termed. Like I don't know if this would apply as her acting as law enforcement or if this is specifically pertaining to practicing law as far as being a lawyer or something like that. Like it's very vague to me, John.
Well, I think what I would do is from here I would go to chapter 646, 62 statute 908, and then I would look at that and see what that has to say. Because again, law, everything bounces from here to there to there.
Oh yeah, I got you, John. Just give me 1 second here. Copy. All right. We'll open up a new tab. We'll share the new tab. That's the same thing. That is that statute.
Okay. So
I thought it was.
What is that below the footnotes down below?
Based on Title 28, we'll do this.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, we're doing this for the people that don't know how to do this. It's not that we didn't do this already. We're just walking people through because there is a lot of people that watch our show that would like to learn how to look this stuff up. So that's, again, why we do it the way we do it like this. And that's that comes back to the same thing, John.
Yeah. Oh.
It all comes back to the same thing.
I think at this point I would break out my Black Law dictionary and
you're gonna have to go that route. Yeah.
And you'd literally have to pick it apart definition by definition.
Yeah. Definitely have to just look up the whole 28 USC and just go section by section with that one.
Well, I think, but in the section, it should give you the definitions and.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked, because this is why I'm asking you, John. And I know you're not a lawyer, right? But I know you're very knowledgeable on a lot of this stuff and looking it up and whatnot and so forth. So, how would we go about trying to find out where this is? Just looking up, what should we do? Just Google 28 USC.
Yeah, you would want to go in and I would believe it would fall under Title 28 USC. But yeah, pretty sure that would be the way to go. You could Google that. And it would pull up everything, really. Anything that falls under that code. And I'm sure there's probably a ton of them.
There is a ton of them.
Yeah.
It's 1 through 482. So I'll bring up this tab here. We'll bring up this tab here. And this is just a website that I picked up, but a lot of these websites can help you out or guide you in the right direction to find out what USCs you want to find. And a lot of people forget about the USCs because that is highest code that you can go. So if there's a CRS, there's usually a USC to go along with it.
Yeah.
Organization, Department of Justice, court officers, and employees.
So that one down there, right? If you go back up a little, you'll see one that says district courts. If you could, see district, yeah.
Power of appoint, criers, bailiffs, retrievers of property, reporters, law clerks, secretary clerks. I think we're gonna have to go up underneath.
They got a lot of criers.
They got a lot of criers. We'll go with the magistrate.
Camera. Oh my God, it's a camera.
Wow. What was that? 908 that we were looking at before there, John?
I believe so.
So it would be underneath here. Sentencing and commission. Why is there a whole section missing? 56 is missing. The section I need to look up is missing, John. What do we do?
Go back and let's make sure that we're under the right. We're looking up the right one.
Well, it's 28 U.S. code. I mean, it's supposed to be the whole thing all the way through it. We'll do organization of courts. How about that?
Yeah, why not?
And that doesn't even come out to 908. See what's going on here, John? See, See, this is why people get fed up, and this is why people have such a hard time. You're supposed to educate yourself. John.
Yeah.
I've got a headache and I want to quit right now, John.
Trust me, I know that feeling all too well. You know, I was doing something the other day, and I kid you not. Oh man, I ended up spending what really should have taken me maybe a day and a half to get put together. Took me almost 4 days. You know, and it's because you have to go from here to there to there to there. It's a jumping game. It's really, you got to jump around everywhere. What was the original code that we were looking at? That we were looking at originally before we got into the USC.
The original code that we were looking at was 28 USC, and it was supposed to be section 454, practice by law and justices and judges. That's why I'm still going through the searches. I'm going back. Maybe I hate Wikipedia. See, and when I look it up, right?
Yep.
Like it like as far as Google, if you scroll down, it says Judiciary and Judicial Procedure, Title 28. And there you go. Now we're up into, I believe, where we should be as far as breaking it down. And this is like a full breakdown as far as the titles 26. I mean 1 through, what is it? 1 through 54.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Okay. Chapter 16. What we say? 454, right?
Yep.
There it is. Maybe. Yep. That took a minute. That was freaking headache. Oaths of the Justices.
Don't worry. Wait till you hit it on it.
Well, there's a couple of the USCs that we can go off through here. So as far as the disqualification, we have the original judge for his opinions and bringing his friends and colleagues into the mix, as well as wanting to bring his opinions on who people are and what they perceive to be. As well as, you know, we have this chief judge here who decided to put in an unlawful order. But again, you go back to this, and really, there's no breakdown of this, John. It's the same thing. There's no real definition to this. It's all sending you back to. It's all the same thing that we had on that original document. So it doesn't even really. And I know I'm not showing it, so here, let me show it. It's all the same stuff. So when you click on it, you're going to have another tab pop up, and it's going to give you the definition of what that is. But underneath of it, above it, there's no definitions that go with that as far as what they mean by practicing law. Or I'm sorry, let me go back to it and there it is.
Well, you know,
who engages in the practice of law. So I don't know. Engaging in the practice of law in that term can be very vague, John. I mean, I think that she could be considered practicing or engaging in law as law enforcement if she's barking out arrest orders, trying to do crowd control. Is that a judge's job? I thought the judge's job was supposed to be protected. Like they were supposed to be protected. They don't come out. They don't engage with the public like that. I thought that's how judges were supposed to operate.
Well, it depends. I mean, sometimes you get judges that are willing to engage with the public, which I think is terrific when you get somebody like that that's willing to engage in a civil conversation, not like she did, but generally the judges rule over the courtroom generally. I mean, but I think with the whole convid crap that went on a couple of years ago, something went to their heads, and all of a sudden you started seeing these orders popping up left and right and center. And again, one of the things that stuck out to me is if you listen to what she said to you, she said, "This is our policy."
Right.
Not that it's a law, it's a policy of the courthouse. The problem with the policy is it doesn't apply to the general public because, again, you know, you're a member of the public. You don't follow the policy. The policy is set in place for the employees. And
Right.
even if you look at if you look at the 9501, again, most of that shit pointed to this is for the judge to deal with the courthouse staff. That's it. You know, so is she overreaching? In my opinion, probably. Would I go in there with a camera and get arrested? No. Would I go in there with a camera and have them threaten me with arrest so that at least I have the ability to go forward with whatever I needed to?
Right.
Yeah, I would. I would definitely do that. And again, this all comes down to she's not the final do all and say all, because again, if you had to go and you had to, you know, go forward with whatever claim you might have, you know, and again, but
we're just a peanut gallery.
Well,
yeah,
we're the peanut gallery, and we're the ones that caused that whole issue. We're the ones that freaked out and was yelling at everybody and telling them to get out and getting all up in there. I mean, it's the same thing every time there, John. Why can't, all right, I got an exclusive. Everybody that's in chat right now, I've got an exclusive for you. You guys are going to be the first to see it before it comes out on short. So it's like a member exclusive without being a member. You ready? Why can't interactions go like this? Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I'm just busting balls here, so don't take offense. Can I get your gang patch?
My gang patch?
Yeah.
Oh. I can probably pick you one up.
No. I need your gang patch.
Oh, this was a gift.
All right.
A gift from that man.
I'm just busting balls. You know I'm just busting balls.
All right. DJ, you guys have a good day, man.
Hey, Bill.
It's first day of spring, though.
Yeah, bro. It's to the wind, we just win.
No, man. I just wanted to shake your hand. You're a busy man.
You guys take care of yourself. All
You
right?
too.
Kick on, Bill.
You're going to be a fine, outstanding citizen and stay here and watch my facility.
Oh, you got to drive that, eh?
Yeah.
No, we'll sit here for a minute.
We'll sit here and watch your car. It's all good. All I require is a get out of jail free card. That's it.
You're not going to jail today?
Well, why would I go to jail?
I got a ball busting question for you.
Yeah?
Where can I get one of those gang decals at?
What gang decals?
On the hood of your car.
That's It's not a gang decal. Well, the blue line flag is a gang decal. Sorry, sir.
All right. Watch out for drunk drivers.
No. It was all about the blue line. Sorry, man. I had to bust balls. See, why can't it go like that, John? Why can't we all just get the fuck along, John?
I wish I knew. I really do.
But I mean, when you have good interactions like that, and hell, we were talking to those gentlemen. They came back, they got the vehicle, right? Like they seriously left us with their fucking cruiser all by itself. I don't know if they were thinking that we were going to do something, or maybe they'll get us on dash cam circling it. We didn't even fuck with it.
Well, I thought earlier you guys were talking about doing the ride along. I think that would be a great idea.
Well, and that's what we were talking about. We had a nice long conversation. In fact, part of that conversation was because of the order in Warfano, because of the courthouse there. So they were kind of asking us what's going on with that. And, we said the same. I said the same thing to Lesser, John. I was like, I think we might just have to take a charge for it. The charge might get dropped later. I'll have to go through a bunch of bullshit. But I mean, I've tried the attorney general. I've tried, fucking everybody that I could think of. I've emailed, even Polis. But we see where Polis is right now. He's willing to shut down the fucking, the public meetings for the legislative over here in Colorado. Nobody else can do that, but they ain't going to do no more public meetings.
Well, no, it's not that they're not going to do public meetings. They're willing to do the meetings. What he was proposing is backdoor crap. But here's the thing. That only applies to the state legislature. It doesn't apply to the towns and the counties.
Right.
So,
I'm elaborating on it. Okay. I'm elaborating on it. Yeah. I'm making more because, usually it gets people to go and look at it.
I got you.
But I mean, seriously, they're trying to do backroom deals in just the legislative branch over there. And they think that it's okay. Nobody else can do it. But John, doesn't that open up a Pandora's box, regardless whether they say nobody else can do it? Isn't that going to open up a Pandora's box?
Well, let's take it this way. Here's a great example. Right now, the Second Amendment is under attack, right? Everywhere. So what he's suggesting is that he could have text message conversation, email conversations with, for the sake of argument, moms demand action, right? Where they turn around and they could bribe him, literally try and bribe him. Not to say that that's happening. I just want to make that clear, right? But they could offer him a bribe, right, in a text message or an email, and he wouldn't have to disclose that. So we're going to sway your vote. We're going to pay you X amount of dollars in order to get your vote so that you vote against this assault weapons ban or you vote for it. You know what I mean? It would open so many different Pandora's boxes. I can't see this actually being legal. I can't.
Well, and I'm surprised it hasn't been swatted down yet. The fact that it's going to the governor's desk at this point is just astounding to me.
I got to be honest with you. And if you notice, though, he's also put a rush on it. He's pushing it through, right?
Right.
So that if they don't get any resistance to it, or they don't get people that are trying to make amendments to it, that's the whole thing. And it depends. Again, this goes back to the whole, how many people here are Republicans, how many are Democrats. And I don't like getting political about this stuff. But again, who rules the roost, really, is what it comes down to.
Yeah, but John, I mean, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, you could take it or leave it with a grain of salt if you want to, but it doesn't matter up in that rank, man. It don't matter if you're Republican or you're Democrat. It really doesn't, because y'all are fucking working on the same fucking team, and you're all fucking screwing the lower fucking, the people that are holding this fucking country together. They ain't holding this country together. They're fucking tearing it apart. They're raising up all the fucking prices that they fucking can. They're making it fucking harder for the normal American out here that's just trying to fucking live and have a happy fucking life. We're not asking to live in fucking mansions. We just want to fucking have a nice house, someplace that we can fucking chill, and a little money in our fucking pocket.
No,
And
you
at
know,
that point,
Can't do it.
but
can't
you know,
do
and
it.
here's the worst part about that, right? The worst part about it is the hardworking families, the ones that are paying their taxes and doing, you know, working their rear ends off and everything else, right? What it comes down to is these are the same people that are paying them to do what they're doing to them.
Right.
I mean, I'm at a loss. How do you bite the hand that feeds you? I just, it's astonishing.
Well, John, I mean, back in the day, why can't we go back to prior to 1913, where people bought bonds? You wanted to fucking go to war, people bought bonds. You didn't want to go to war, you didn't buy the fucking bonds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They wanted to get a project off. It was funded by the people. You bought bonds for that project. And if you didn't want that project built by the government, you didn't buy the bonds. But at least you could recoup some money out of those bonds later on. You see what I'm saying? So instead of it being like it is now, and the way people, you know, look at it this way, it's when you pay your taxes, right? And you don't owe taxes, but you get a refund. That's basically what they replaced it with. You had your bonds, but those bonds, they gained interest. Your fucking your tax refund, that shit don't gain interest. They take your fucking money, they use your fucking money, and then they give a little bit back to you, and they make you feel like you got something back, but you didn't really gain any value out of that. I mean, yeah, if you have kids, you get a little bit more. So I mean, yeah,
but the thing,
you know,
the thing is, it's your money, and they're
right.
just giving you back your money because you overpaid them.
Right.
Well, nothing. But I mean,
so I mean, why can't we go back to that system? Why can't we force the government to go back to that system?
I don't know.
Or a system similar.
I wish
you know, I mean, make it funded by the people. Do you really think that the majority of the Americans are liking that billions of dollars are going overseas to help fund wars that we have no part of? I mean, I can understand humanitarian aid. Cool. Go help some people. Make our country look fucking good. Great. But to go and fucking buy their ammunition for them and say, okay, go ahead and shoot away and destroy other fucking people's lives is kind of hypocritical, in my opinion.
Well, I think it comes down to two is, I mean, realistically, that's part of the issue, and the foreign policies of this government are an issue. I mean, listen, when you send I think it was like $1 or $2 million to Germany to do a study about transgenders. I mean, why are we doing studies on transgenders in Germany? I don't get it. You know what I mean? We spent, I think it was like $350,000 in New York for a study on bagels. Why are we doing this? Why are we spending money on things that don't even freaking matter? I mean, come on.
John, I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there that the government gives out money for that is like, why? There's part of your debt.
Yeah.
Like you're giving out money for a study on bagels. Like, come on, man, that's part of your fucking debt. Take that away. You know, they don't want to take that away. They want to take the important shit away.
Well, here's what really
somebody needs that bagel study money, John.
Yeah. Well, here's what burns. Okay. Here's what burns my rear end. What gets me is the amount of money that we sent overseas. Ukraine alone, they could have taken and they could have used and put it towards the homeless issue in America, and essentially they could have pretty much almost made it non-existent, right? But instead,
No, with the money that has gone overseas, John, that right there, that money that has gone overseas within the past fucking year could wipe out homelessness and do things for homelessness and eradicate homelessness.
Careful, watch what you say. The cops are here.
Oh, fuck you, Fed boys. Hi, CIA. I love you, Homeland Security, up the ass. Like, I don't know. Like, hello, everybody.
hey, there's a guy named Joe Cool in the chat.
Yeah, if that's his real name.
Oh, Joe Cool. Oh, what's up, Joe Cool?
I need to see some ID.
I think we should frisk him.
No, hey, if you touch a cop, that's a charge.
Yeah, that's a charge.
Joe told me.
We love you, Joe. We love you, Joe. Fucking hell. But yeah, man, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Lazy boy, get him out more than once a month,
He's busy. He's famous.
Yeah, I know. Being famous and all. I know.
You know, and the book signings and all that other great jazz, man. Like,
I hear he's got the library booked up and shit.
Telling you.
Man.
What do they call those? Coffee shelf books or something like that?
He got the cutouts and everything, John.
No, those are the coffee table books you're thinking of, John.
Yes, thank you.
Coffee table books.
Thank
so you put them out there, and it's just different pictures from his different experiences from cop watching and making cops look like fucking idiot. Oh, I'm sorry. The cops already do that. They make themselves look like idiots. He just documents themselves making themselves look like idiots. And he came up with this really great coffee table book. So it's only $29.99. I think it's going to be available on Amazon soon. I don't know, Joe, is it going to be available on Amazon soon? But it's a really great book, man. It's got little stories in there about the experiences with the photos. I mean, he's the man.
Narrated and shit.
Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
Did
the
nudes are included?
Nudes are included. Oh, hell yeah. So did you want to talk about that on panel, Joe, or did you want to talk about that privately, Joe? Not the nudes thing. John, not the nudes thing. The chili thing. He wants to talk about chili.
He can talk all he wants. I don't have a problem with it.
That's why I'm asking if he wanted to come up on panel, or if he wanted to talk privately about it. Like,
my favorite fence rider, y'all. I mean,
you need to stop busting Joe's balls.
No, never. Can't do it. I'll stop busting his balls when he gets a interview with Aguilar Mayor. How about it?
And not get assaulted?
I don't know about assaulted.
They told Joe like a year ago, bro. He was getting a fucking interview with the mayor and the council and fucking all. Joe's still waiting, I think.
Yeah, they said they had no problem doing that.
No problem. They make it happen. Joe was giddy with it. And then next thing you know, yeah. He's still waiting. No interviews. You know?
Yeah, that will happen.
Yep. Yeah, him and Tyro, they was on like good terms and stuff. He was getting the exclusives.
Oh,
that's what they promised him.
Yep.
Promising the whole world.
Yeah. I mean,
I see my buddy X Bootlicker in the chat too.
What's up, X?
Oklahoma Outlaw. You know, the good crew out here. Big Joe. You know, listen, I mean, nothing but nothing. And again, there are certain channels that I watch. There are certain channels I don't watch. I mean, the whole thing with Chile should be talked about. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's a discussion that needs to be had. Good, bad, or indifferent from the discussion. It should be had. There's
he's gonna come up.
I'm sorry?
He's gonna come up and
yeah, I mean, there are things that should be learned from what happened with him. There's things that
Well, I'm not even clear because I don't follow the guy. I mean, I bust his balls because he wears the old Phil Donahue glasses, but
okay. Well, just to kind of give you a kind of a brief synopsis. So about a year ago, he was arrested by a Las Vegas police officer, right, who was on a traffic stop. The officer claimed that he was interfering with the stop, asked him to back up, told him he didn't want him talking to the driver of the vehicle. After a back and forth with him and the officer told him he was detained. He tried to walk away, ends up in arrest.
Right.
So a couple things happened this week for him. I believe on Monday he was in another courtroom in Vegas where he was in there for an arraignment. He had said some things to the judge, and the judge pretty much shut him down and said, listen, it's either guilty, not guilty, whatever your plea is going to be. Let's just get on with this. Whatever you intend to do from that point, you know, anything after that is whatever you do. And then we go into Tuesday where he gets in front of the judge, and they literally called the officer who arrested him. Then he got up on the stand, and you know, by the end of it, he essentially was snubbing his nose up at the judge, and the judge was pointing out the obvious, which was that, you know, the judge said that essentially he was looking for the confrontation. He got the confrontation. He got arrested for the confrontation, and he did it all for his YouTube channel, and that, you know, essentially, she had had enough. Now, I believe, now I'm not positive, but I'm almost certain this is the same Vegas judge who had words with Josh Martinez a few years ago where Josh told her that she was out of order and she held him in contempt. So she is definitely one of those no-nonsense type of judges. And his disdain and him shaking his head up and down about how he hates the officers. And she pointed out that he was calling them pigs in the courtroom, and he was shaking his head, putting his thumb up, doing exactly what that officer didn't do the day that he arrested him. And she had had enough. And instead of giving him a 90-day sentence, which is what the prosecutor asked for, she sentenced him to 180 days.
Wow.
You know, she sentenced him to 90 days on the first count, 90 days on the second, to run back to back. And,
give it to me, baby.
But was that like contempt of court charges? Like, what was the charge?
No, it was obstruction. It was obstruction and resisting that he got convicted of.
But
now, the obstruction, in my opinion, the obstruction, I don't think would have played out for the court. In my opinion, I think he could have beat that. And if he had beat the obstruction, then the resisting should have had to have gone away, because technically, if you're not obstructing, you can't be resisting an unlawful arrest, especially in Vegas, as far as I know. Now, again, I'm not an attorney, but again, I think that him not letting go of what that cop wouldn't let go of, which is his ego, I think kind of did him in. And it's a shame, because again, had he based his defense off of the merits of the case, I think that he could have beat it. I think that should he have gone to jail for 180 days? Who knows? You know, at the end of the day, do I think it was a fair and just decision?
Joe went to jail the other day. For all y'all that don't know, we got him out though. Keebler, did you hear about that? Joe went to jail the other day. We got him out though. Just saying, we did that because we're good friends like that. Well, we're Joe's best friends. He don't even know it yet. Right. We got him out.
But yeah, I say at the end of the day, I think that he shouldn't have. Yeah, exactly. X got it right. It was two egos colliding.
You didn't hear about that, Keebler? Oh man, they beat him and everything. I think.
And you know, and to be honest with you, I think X is right on the money with the two egos. But you had a third ego come into play too in this whole scenario, which was the judge. Because the judge was straight up. She was like, yeah, he's calling them pigs. He's doing this. And again, none of the shit that he was saying. But you're doing it in a court of law. It doesn't bode well for you when you piss the judges off. I'm sorry. I've been there. I've been in.
Damn it, you people. I fucking told you.
What?
Tell him again, John.
It doesn't bode well when you piss off the judge. It just doesn't work out for you.
What? I did not do anything. I walked in. I was very nice. I said, please. I said, thank you.
You didn't buy her dinner.
I didn't buy her dinner. I couldn't afford her dinner, John.
She definitely looks like she eat.
No, it's not even that, John. Like she got high dollar taste now. She's chief judge. Like she making good money. She buying like that $100 plate that only has like maybe like a nugget of steak on it and like 3 peas. Like that's what she's getting, bro. I ain't paying for
a little applesauce dribbled in the middle.
Right? I ain't fucking paying $100 for a nugget of steak. Fuck off. Like I was nice. I said thank you. And I said please. And I didn't curse. I'm very proud of myself that I didn't curse.
Trust me, I get it.
I think that's about all I did.
Well, like I say, I mean,
but that's okay. I'm just saying, I'm kind of proud of myself. I didn't curse at her. I kept my cool. I kept my composure, and the whole time that she's yelling in my face, I just smiled at her. I think that pissed her off more. Do you think that pissed her off more? Maybe I shouldn't have smiled, John.
Well, listen, it's a lot better than the alternative. You know.
Well, and I look at it like this, John. I mean, it's. If they wanted to try and get me on something, right, they would have to get me or Good Citizen or Lady J with like going in there and causing a scene. Good Citizen and Lady J didn't even come into the building. I was really the only one that went into that building. It was just me. Okay. and then on top of it, you know, we were silent when the one guard was working, letting people through. Like we weren't doing anything. It wasn't anything. It like nothing happened up until that one sheriff come up and he's like, you can't record here. You can't record. No, that's what started it all off. Like, I don't understand this whole situation. And then she comes out and now she's acting like law enforcement telling me I'm going to be arrested.
Yeah, and that's where I think that USC code, the 28 code, comes into play because
and it's not very clearly defined, and I'm not finding anything like all the links that you should be able to go to, all those fucking codes and everything, all lead back to the same code.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Like, if you like, a judge isn't allowed to practice law from the bench, right?
Right.
and that may be where the 28 code is. That might be what the 28 code is talking about,
Maybe.
you know. And that's what I'm wondering. Again,
But it doesn't say from the bench. It just says any justice or judge appointed under the authority of the United States who engages in the practice of law is guilty of a high misdemeanor. That is it.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't say from the bench. Like, there's no clarifying like terms that go along with it's a very vague thing. But I also can't find like a penalty for it either. Like, I can't find a penalty. Like, I've been looking for it. I can't find a penalty. If somebody finds it, please email me with it, because I'm trying to find the penalties that go along with some of these USCs, because why have something in place that's a law or something like the high misdemeanor? What's the high misdemeanor? Like, what level misdemeanor is it? Like, how can I get them charged with this high misdemeanor? What's the definition of practicing law in this law that's written? Like, and this is where the courts screw the normal people, right? Because the normal people wouldn't even go halfway through half of this crap to try and figure out what it means. They just go in there with that and they go, this. But then the courts go, okay, well, you know, that could also be connected to this. And if you're ignorant, you don't know that it's connected to that, like the whole, you know, having to identify CCJ law thing, you know, compared to the Cora law, you know, stuff like that. If you're ignorant, you just believe it. And then you get steamrolled in court. You know what I'm saying? Half the time they probably don't even know what the fuck you just pulled.
Well, listen, we've seen that before. I mean, how many times have we seen it where they, like, a perfect example is like the one in Alamosa quoting the CCJR, or she's misquoting the 200.1 for record request, trying to tell you that you have to fill out certain documents that you don't have to fill out. I mean, they do it all the time. And you start to question whether it's a mistake or that they don't know, or if they do know and they're just doing it just to do it. I mean, realistically, what they're trying to do is kind of like a gun registry. You know what I mean? They're trying to create a registry of the people that are making the record request. That's not allowed. I mean, you're supposed to be able to make a record request anonymously, and there's a reason for it.
Right. Well, as well as complaints. Like, it's about 1 o'clock. I think we can make a phone call there now, and maybe the sheriff will answer our call or something, or maybe we can get some clarification. But John, did you want to make a call down to him, or did you just want to chill and I'll make my phone call?
Go ahead, and I'll listen in.
Okay.
This should be funny, because I have a feeling that you're going to be getting nowhere.
Yeah, I have a feeling too. So the purpose of this call, everybody, as a reminder, if you're just joining or if you've been with us the whole time, you probably know. So the purpose of this call is I had put in a complaint on that officer, Zamora, for putting his hand on me and trying to shove me out the door. It was unwarranted, that there's no point for him to have done it. So I put in a complaint. We hit this tab here. Oh, I closed out here. I can bring it back. Okay. So we pulled up this tab here to show everybody, you know, where you go when you get to the Alamosa County website and you're trying to figure out how to do a records request or make a complaint, you know, because you should be able to do this anonymously. And we'll walk it right back through again. So they've got their little contact information down here, as well as a contact us. That goes to another little page where you have to put in your name. It's your name, your email, your subject of what you're messaging, and your message. And you should get a response. But I haven't gotten a response. So we want to know who actually runs this part of the contact me and why I have not gotten a response.
Hey, you people,
Mm-hmm.
ask them if they have site administrators.
What do you mean site administrators?
So whoever runs the website, right? They're administrators to the website. They're people that control it.
Oh.
Those are the names that you want, because those are the people that would be the ones that are supposed to be providing the automatic responses, stuff like that.
And like X says, you want to know if you can make a complaint, right? Anonymously, without being gang stalked and shit, right?
Well,
Yeah.
and I had also emailed the records lady underneath my You People email and made the complaint, but I still haven't even gotten a response from that as well. I know it's not a records request, so really I have not been able to find anything that states that they have to reply to me about a complaint within a certain amount of time. So I've let it go for a few days, but it probably now is a good time to give it a call and figure out what's going on.
His name is Sean Woods.
2030.
Jamie Sean
Get
Woods.
compliant with 2030.
Yeah. Now, you know, the other cops are going to be rolling in here because they asked for some help. So
That's all right.
we can do
Right.
whatever we need.
They all have guns. We have cameras, and they need help, guys. This is the America we live.
That's the America we live in.
State Patrol, this is Deandra. How can I help you?
Hi, I had made a complaint a few days ago on the contact us part of your website. I had also emailed, I believe it was the records person, the complaint. I was just wondering if you guys received my complaint.
Which agency was it for? Do you know?
It was for the sheriff's department, the Alamosa County Sheriff's Department.
Okay, give me just a second. Let me see who I would get you in contact with for that. Okay, so I'm going to give you their admin line. We just dispatch for their deputies. We don't actually deal with their admin and their records and stuff. So you'll want to get in contact with their admin, and they should be able to get that information for you.
Oh, okay. Are you just going to transfer me over, or do I need to grab a pen?
Either or, whichever is easier for you.
Yeah, just transfer me over for right now because I don't have a pen available.
Okay, yeah, give me just a moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Voicemail or no answer?
I think the feds are listening.
Joe's still in the chat.
Joe who?
Hmm.
As always. Should have called an hour ago. Shh. Feds are listening.
Homeland Security, are you there?
Hello?
Hello? Man, they must be busy.
Y'all didn't want us to come back out there again.
Sir, you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm having some issues getting through to their admin line, so they might not have someone in the office right this second. But I can give you that phone number. It does have an option for you to leave a voicemail.
All right, I tell you what. Give me 1 second. Let me try and find a pen here. Okay, what's that number?
It's going to be 71.
Are you there? Hello? Hello? So,
Registration office or an operator, press 2.
What?
Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5
What
p.m.
the hell happened?
If you need assistance after hours, please call dispatch at 79589.
I did not call it back.
Please stay on the line while your call is transferred to the operator.
I did not call it back. It's still running. 5 minutes. Sorry, I didn't have my headphones on. So if you guys said that that's weird, that's fucking weird. Now the operator won't answer. All right.
If you're a photographer, you probably already know that you can make a huge difference in people's lives. You probably also know that photography can be a crime. But what if I told you that there is a way to do photography and make a difference without breaking the law? All you have to do is go to this website and check it out for yourself.
Colorado State Patrol, this is Caleb.
Hi, I just called there. They were I was calling about Alamosa County Sheriff's, and a lady was helping me. She was giving me a phone number, but we got disconnected.
Okay, what was the phone number for?
Phone number, I believe, was for the administration of the Alamosa County Sheriff's.
Okay. Let's see. 719-589-6608.
6608. Alrighty, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
You betcha.
Bye-bye. Well, I don't know. That was kind of weird on my end. The whole thing that it just cut off and then it went into an automatic, like it went into like halfway into the recording.
Yeah, weird.
Well, I thought she was giving you the number for the admin for the website.
No, for the administration, because she said she couldn't answer any of that, that they just handle their calls. So I guess it's just a call center for law enforcement. So she was gonna transfer me over to the administration over there. And happened. And then she's like, all right, well, I'm going to give you the number. And she got the 719 and then it cut out. It stayed silent. And then it went into that recording, like halfway into like the recording, if you would call and got voicemail or something.
Unreal.
And then I hit 0 for an operator and it just sat there and it rang. So 719.
And then you ended up with a state trooper somehow.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Can you
All
say
right.
hello, Fusion Center?
Right? All right. So we got 719-589-6680. That's the number that they gave me for apparently the administration office over there, which is that phone number, which I didn't want to call because I didn't know what it was.
I thought you said 6680.
Sorry, 6608. My bad.
Okay.
6608. No, that's that number. I didn't call it because I didn't know if that was going to go to their office or what. So it just said phone. But their dispatch did very well.
You have reached the Alamosa Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and call 911. If you know your party's extension, please enter it at this time. For the jail, press 1. For the Sheriff's Administration Office or an operator, press 2. Alamosa County Sheriff's Office.
Hi. I was calling in regards to a complaint that I had made a few days ago on the Contact Us part of your site. Did anybody receive my complaint?
Who was it on? Was it a paper complaint?
No, I filled it out online through the Contact Us through your website, the only website that I could find for the sheriffs. And I made the complaint on Officer Zamora.
Hold on one moment.
At least it's nice music. Yeah, I know, John. And the fact that it's taking this long, like, I don't know if, like, she's got to go and see somebody else or whatever. Or she's actually searching through the emails now.
Okay, I'm going to have to take your name and your phone number down so I could have someone get back to you on that.
Okay. All right. That's fine. My name is You People, the letter U, People.
Okay, phone number?
And
520. Okay.
All right.
I will give this to the person that gets to see if they got that
Can you tell me?
complaint, and then
Can you tell me who who's supposed to be supervising that part of the website? Like, is there supposed to be like a
I'm not
response?
sure. You'd have to contact our county administration building because I'm not sure they do all the website part.
Oh, so the county administrator handles your guys' part of the website there as far as, so do you guys have your own website? Like, is there a place that I can like go and make a complaint formally with you, or do I have to go in there and do a complaint?
Yeah, our complaint forms are located in our lobby.
Okay, so I can't just make a complaint online.
No, we don't have that capability.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
They're incapable.
Hey, you know why they're doing that, right? That's the intimidation factor. So if you go in there and you have to fill it out in person, then they're going to try and go, well, we need you to talk to this guy. You know, again, they have the capability of doing it online. They just choose not to. But that's just my opinion.
What's up, Jay? You hear that, Jay? You have to go in and fill out a form in person to make a complaint on a cop. Some funny shit.
Yeah, because apparently this website here that's shown right now is the county website. It's all being run by the county. So they don't even get these emails. It goes to the county. So whoever's handling this over in the county isn't passing on the emails or isn't passing on the complaints or whatever. It's basically going into a T file somewhere.
Well,
They're incapable, X. They're incapable.
Well, I guess that, you people brings up a great point. Is why is the county administration not forwarding it to the sheriff's department? I mean, what the hell's going on there?
Well, and if that's the case, again, how come they don't have their own website set up? How come they don't have a place where you can pull up a form and email it? How come they don't have any information out there for you to do any of this? It's because they want that intimidation factor. You have to go down near that jail and you have to make your complaint. And if you've had a bad experience with these people, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people have.
Hold on. You people, can you bring that up on the Google? Bring that up on the Google, because let's give these guys a real fucking idea, dude. Because I'm gonna explain to you guys, this is not just you go down to the sheriff's department. These motherfuckers have a military compound set up, and you have to fucking go into the middle of their compound basically to get to these guys, which can already be intimidating to begin with. And then you have to go inside. They're gonna identify you. Like they used facial recognition, identify me. So, and yeah, dude, it's definitely intimidation that you would have to go in there. And then here she's already trying to get your fucking name and phone number. You know they're tracking that phone number right now.
Well, they can track the phone number. I mean, I don't care. And if they contact me with my name, I mean, that's on
did
them.
you miss that part, Jay? You must have missed that part. Chief Judge decided 6 counties we can't film near any judicial or any of the parking lots near judicial or anything pertaining to probation, all that. She put a order through for 6 counties on us.
Ooh, that is a public road.
For this, because this being one of the counties, because these guys like to get fucking feisty, and we keep catching it on camera. Yeah, they're waiting for their arrival. Exactly, John. You know. Oh, guaranteed. Yes.
Yeah, not just the fourth, but the first too.
And same if you make a request, they're gonna want ID. They're gonna want you to fill out a special form, all this type of shit.
Well,
But yeah, this is the compound, dude. This is it's already set up to be intimidating the way it is. And this is just a small part. Like the whole area is county, and every piece of the county is all in this area. Yeah, but she said you can't challenge it. You can't challenge it, Jay. Her ruling is final, she says. We got the order. It's 3-page order, and it's basically fucking. I mean, you would think a camera's worse than a gun. I mean, honestly, because it's all about cameras. A whole 3-page order about cameras, and she covers 6 counties. She's the chief for 6 counties.
But you know, this
And yeah, when you go in there, you have to go in there to make your fucking complaint.
Well, you know, this kind of raises a question, though, guys. Is they said that your thing was redirected to the county administration, right? Now, county administration, to me, would it be? Wouldn't that be part of the attorney's area of expertise over there, the county attorney?
What do you mean, John? I'm sorry, maybe I missed it.
So like your request, they said that your request went to the county, right? Well, that would, to me, mean either it went over to those ladies over at the county administration building for the county attorney, right?
No, she was transferring me over to the administration for the sheriffs.
For the sheriff, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But the lady from the sheriff's department said that that website that you submitted your complaint in went to the county. So if the county has your complaint, somebody at the county administration building, whether it be the lawyer, whether it be the woman at the front, somebody has that complaint there.
Right.
So,
Or it went into a T file, and they're just going to say that they never received it, John. Like if there's no correspondence, and again, it's not like I got a copy of that. So when you make your complaint on that website and you type in your message and whatever, unless you screenshot it, there is no record of it on your end. You don't get an email receipt saying, all right, you know, your email was sent, blah, blah, blah. You don't get any of that. So it only goes on over on their end. And then you think that you made your complaint. And then when you go in, and this is the shell game that they play. So you think that you're complaining to the sheriffs, and then you're intimidated enough to the point where, you know, if you actually want to do something, you have to go into there and talk to them. And then you find out that your complaint through that website actually went through the county. So you go to the county to figure out what's going on, and they tell you that it never existed.
Well, that's why I'm wondering if maybe if we call the county and they turn around and they look for that particular email, if they pull it up, right, and they go, yeah, we got it. Now somebody has admitted that they got the email. Now you can turn around and say, well, I want to forward it to the sheriff's department.
Nope. They don't accept emails here. No emails. You got to go in. Jay, you got to go in, Jay. You have to go in person to do your FOIA request here. It's their policy. I shit you not. They got a special form. It's their policy. This is from the county attorney. The county attorney told me it's their policy. They got a special form, a county approved form that has to be filled out for CORA or FOIA. So, yeah.
Oh man.
They won't give me a legal denial. They won't cite any reason for denial other than I won't fill out their fucking policy appointed form.
Yeah. Legal and lawful.
It's email. They said in their policy it says it could be spam. Get the fuck out of here.
Which is funny because they're answering you via email.
Right.
How stupid is that?
In all my paper requests, I get the information via email. Like these people are. It's just, oh my gosh. It's funny, dude. I don't even get it. And John is, Jay. John's working on that because I don't understand how she can control the fucking parking lot and this, that, and the other. Because we have on recording them saying, yeah, you can do the hallways, this, that, and the other, but not in the court. And then next thing you know, they call like 27 cops on us. Say we caused a disturbance when there was 5 of us with cameras outside the building. And then 3 days later, they had this new order up. And yeah, they said basically no recording anywhere around. Anywhere.
You know, and the thing is she referred to the 9501. And again, you know, even the Supreme Court of Colorado is stepping away from this. You know what I mean? I don't even think they want to deal with it.
Jay, the chief judge personally came out and give you people threat of arrest. On camera, we got it, dude. We'll play it. Because I'm telling you, most definitely, that's what she did. She came out and she told him she is the chief judge. He is fucking violating it. And
That is fine.
That's what we were. I'm waiting on my copy.
All right, get out. You are violating it. I will gladly bring you a copy.
I am not violating.
I want a copy of this. I want a copy of this. That is fine.
That's what we were. I'm waiting on my copy.
All right, get out. You are violating it. I will gladly bring you a copy.
I am not violating. Is this not a
Get
public
out or
building?
You will be arrested. You are violating. You are recording, and that is a violation.
Thank you very much.
I want a copy of
Greatly
this.
appreciate it.
I want to read that. Thank you.
And that's the rat that went running to her to get this.
Yeah.
You're recording. That's a violation. You're
Bro.
recording.
This is the kind of shit we find, Jay. Now, we find some good interactions. Like, you missed it. You people did a little premiere earlier. It's short. Maybe he'll do it again. It was.
Can I ask you a question? Sure. I'm just busting balls here, so don't take offense. Can I get your gang patch?
My gang patch?
Yeah.
Oh. I could probably pick you one up.
No. I need your gang patch.
Oh, this was a gift.
All right.
A gift from that man.
I'm just busting balls. You know I'm just busting balls.
All right. DJ, you guys have a good day, man.
Hey, Bill.
It's first day of spring, though.
Yeah, bro. It's the wind. We just win.
No, man. I just wanted to shake your hand. You're a busy man.
You guys take care of yourself. All
You
right?
too.
Kick on, Bill. We'll see you around.
You're going to be a fine, outstanding citizen and stay here and watch my facility.
So you got to drive that, eh?
Yeah.
No, we'll sit here for a minute.
We'll sit here and watch your car. It's all good. All I require is a get out of jail free card. That's it.
You're not going to jail today?
Well, why would I go to jail?
I got a ball busting question for you.
Yeah?
Where can I get one of those gang decals at?
What gang decals?
On the hood of your car.
That's not a gang decal.
Well,
the blue line flag is a gang decal. Sorry, sir.
All right. Watch out for drunk drivers.
No. It was all about the blue line. Sorry, man. I had to bust balls.
You know?
Good times.
Yeah, never know.
Bill didn't even know that he was in a bunch of our videos. Did you know that? Bill didn't even know he was in a bunch of our videos.
Right? I thought he knew, but we was telling Bill he's in our intros and shit. He's like, what? Really? Yeah, it's funny shit, dude. But no, I mean, like I say, it depends on how they act, you know? These other guys are trying to get all handsy and shit, dude. So we're not doing anything wrong. I mean, yeah, that one you commented on, Jay, that was the sheriff. That's the actual sheriff. These guys here, they're, you know, actually captains. But the one that you see me shaking hands with that you commented on, that is the sheriff. of that county. A lot of sheriffs know us, you know. So, and this sheriff in Alamosa, he's getting to know us. He just chose the hard way. We tried giving him the easy way out. Like, dude, you got some people in here that's doing stuff they ain't supposed to do. Figure it out so we don't have to do it for you. And then they came back with, oh, he's exonerated after he put his hands on me. And then right after that, this old man goes putting hands on you people. Like they're not learning nothing.
Nope.
And let's not forget the young lady that was a rat in that scene right there with the chief judge that was
And
giving
conspired.
private information out,
Well,
information out, and not only that, but was trying to act as a FOIA officer when she's not, trying to deny people the right to publicly accessible information and saying you'll never get it.
Well, it wasn't just her.
Yeah.
It was Zumara too. Zumara ran back there as well. So I'm pretty sure it was a mixture of a couple of people going back there and trying to figure out what they're going to do. I'm pretty sure. Well, see, and because it's a court setting, here's the downfall, John. They don't have to activate their body camera, right? But watch Emily in the background. I'm going to try and zoom it in. Watch Emily in the background.
I want a copy of this. I want a copy of this.
That is fine.
That's what we
Go
were.
ahead and
I'm
get
waiting
out.
on my copy.
All right, get out. You are violating
Aw.
it. I will gladly bring you a copy.
I am not violating. I'm sorry, that clip doesn't have it. So it's a little bit prior to when I
Look at that
started that
face.
clip.
She loves us, man. She
Right?
fucking loves us. Look at that. That was love.
It was
That
a
was
little
love
bit
right
prior to that, and I've got a video up. I've got a full video up, and I'm pretty sure it showcases it in that video. But she turns her body cam on once the judge comes out.
Yeah.
She turned it on once the judge came out. Like was that a stand back here, turn on your body camera, and if they do anything to me, we've got it on film? Was that one of those moments, you think, John?
Well, I think it was. I think that served a dual purpose. One, it was to protect the judge, but I think for her, where it has to deal with the general public, she's required to turn that on, whether she's courthouse staff or not. I think she's on probationary period. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she's required to by law. She has to turn that on when she's dealing with the general public. So, I think it's twofold.
Well, I've got it pulled up here. Boom, I've got the video. So that quick.
Nobody's committed a crime.
Well, this guy did by getting physical.
Yeah, he wants to fucking.
Absolutely, and it was recorded on
You should
different
know
angles.
better. Hey, you should know better. I thought they taught you better in the police academy, you piece of shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Amanda Hopkins, Chief Judge of the 12th Judicial District.
All right, you guys need to leave. I
want a copy of this.
Did you see it? Did you see it? I got to go back. It was quick. Watch Emily right back here. She's standing right there. Watch her.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Amanda Hopkins, Chief Judge of the 12th Judicial District.
All right, you guys need to leave.
I want a copy of this. I want a copy of this.
That is fine.
That's what we were.
All right.
I'm waiting on my copy.
All right,
So,
get out. You
if I
are.
had to guess, she's unmuting because it was that quick. That was an unmute. So she muted when she went back to get the judge. So that's what I'm guessing. That's what that was right there.
Is that a bot? Is that a body cam request I smell there, John?
Because
that way to me.
Because hey, so far for the most part, what I found, she was following the body camera law, and by law, if she's back there in the fucking chambers or whatever with that judge, she gets to turn it the fuck off. So, I think she was just muted, and she made sure to unmute right there. That it was too quick of a press to fucking to be restarting it. So that was a mute. You'll see if you get the body camera, you'll see.
So should be some body camera footage there. And What day was that? Holy crap. I lost my paper. I do believe it was March 8th we were there, right?
I don't know. All the days, man, we get everywhere anymore, but
well, it was Friday, March 8th is when we were there, which is literally a month after this order was enacted, because this was enacted February 8th, 3 days after the fact that we were there previously, which was on February 5th. So, I mean, if anybody, wants to try and see if they can't get Emily Ehar's body cam as well as us, I mean, it needs to be spread out there if it's anything interesting.
You just have to go to Alamosa in person and fill out a form, and then come back in about 10 days with some money.
Yeah, I forgot that little part. I'm sorry. You can't just request it. You can't just have it emailed to you or PDF to you or drived to you or anything like that. You can't even have them mail it to you. You have to go.
You have to show ID. It's the law.
Oh, yeah, and you got to show ID. It's the law.
Read it. That's the law. If you just read it. I mean, it is the law. So, yeah, you're gonna have to show ID as well,
right?
Yeah, no violations here. You have a Fourth Amendment. It's just not around here. You know what I mean? This shit's funny, dude.
Oh,
It is,
Lesser
dude.
yesterday, man, he was killing me, bro. Like, I was busting his balls so hard. I had Lesser run my tags yesterday, and it's not very often I like to have a cop run my tag, but yeah, I told him I'd make him a bet, and he can make the terms. It doesn't even have to be named right now. All he has to do is tell me my name, run my plate, and tell me my name. And he looked like it was a trap. Like, just run my plate, Les.
You know what I think is funny is he had the Punisher symbol, right? The Punisher symbol, which is based off of a bunch of dirty cops. So how does that play out when you're wearing that kind of symbol on your vest? You know what I mean? What does that say about him?
Right, and that's why I was asking him for his gang patch. But I was reassured he's got something for me in about a month's time. I was reassured. I was told to come back. He's got something for me in a month's time. And I'm like, what, long form charges? He started laughing. He goes, well, it's not a pair of handcuffs. I was like, well, I figured, otherwise you give them to me now unless it's long form charges. Is it long form charges? He wouldn't answer me.
But listen, you guys are all worried about the fucking Punisher symbol, and you're missing the fucking dead guy in the back of the truck. Like, isn't that a little more fucking suspicious than the Punisher symbol? I'm just saying, John. Like, you know what the fucking Punisher symbol represents, but do you know what the dead guy in the back of your truck represents?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Well, nobody's picked it up yet because Lesser had a dead guy in the back of his truck.
Yeah, bro. I don't think anybody's seen it yet, dude. But yeah, he's got a dead guy in the back of his truck, I think, bro. Sure, dude.
Unbelievable.
Sure. Tries to tell me to get away from his truck. Hey, you need to clean it, man. You need to wash this shit. Yeah, anybody see that? I'm just saying. Brought all the big dogs out this time, huh?
That's all it's working.
This Oh man, he had the body back there. I don't know. I think he took a detour on the way over to the coroner's office out here, man.
It's those back county roads.
Yeah, those back county roads. You got to watch out for those back county roads.
Oh shit, man. I don't know. I'm just saying the shit we bump into, like the stuck U-Haul. That was funny, dude. He didn't even spill the water. Like, damn, dude.
Yeah, that's gonna be. We're working on that video. That's gonna
I
be.
got some videos coming. Yeah, you people's got some videos coming. We'll get some out today. Some funny ones, some good ones. You know, some crazy ones.
What happened to Joe?
He don't like us.
Oh.
He's on the other side of the fence today.
Oh.
Oh.
I told you shouldn't have busted his balls so hard, man. Like,
Nah,
you
he
be
said,
nicer.
dude, he said something about he had to charge his phone or something, and then, you know,
Well,
I don't know.
You still bust his balls pretty hard. You need to stop. I think you hurt his feelings.
I know I do.
Apologize.
I know I do hurt his feelings. Joe, I'm sorry your feelings are so weak.
Oh. You're a dick.
Toughen up, Joe.
Geez, you sound like somebody we know and love from Aguilar.
Keebler said she never got to see Joe was in jail, bro.
No?
No, she said she didn't ever know nothing about it.
Well, that's her fault.
I know, she don't watch her shit. Joe's in jail. If Joe's really in jail, man, he'd be screwed because then nobody watch it.
Right? Nobody watched it. I mean, if you want, I can bring it up if you want. Like, I can bring it up. Give me a second.
Yeah, he was thankful we got him out, though. For sure.
I was getting ready for
We show a lot of good interactions, actually, Jay. We've got a lot of good interactions up on both of our pages.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of good ones. I mean, but we always get somebody trying to give us a directive. Like even that last clip with the dead body, he's trying to tell me to get away from his truck, get away from his man. Fuck off, dude. Clean it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, that's a
it's
video.
always. He was trying to tell me, oh, you need to back up more next time, and this man, no, shut up, talking to me like that. Like they make themselves into that situation. Like we don't even put them there, dude, and they know us. It's just weird, but other ones know. Like, hey, we look a lot better if we do better, you know. So,
well, right. That they can't really get us with anything because, I mean, it's not like they can sit there and say that, you know, we were being aggressive or whatever. Like,
man,
I don't know. Like, we don't start it. We'll finish it though, but we don't start it.
Right.
What the fuck did you do with it?
I don't know what you're looking for.
Is it on is it on TikTok or is it on YouTube? Joe's in jail. What'd you do with that?
I think that one's on YouTube, and I think it's a video.
That's what I thought.
Pretty sure. Joe's in jail. Yeah, he was in the Bank County jail. But yeah, I don't know. He's probably too cool to hang out with us, man. Once you get famous like Joe Cool, you know. He's got better things to do today.
I don't know. I think you might want to check your lineup because I'm not seeing it on your shorts or
and making me work.
Hell yeah, I've been sitting here working. But I'm just trying to tell you that it's not showing up.
Well, maybe you have to search it by the title or something. Let me see. Yeah, I should. Yeah, it's called Joe Cool is in the Benton County Jail.
I got it.
And it's a short. I mean, I don't know. What's up?
Joe Cool's in Benton County Jail. Trying to get him out. I mean, if you share this, it'll help. You know, appreciate you guys. Trying to get him out of. I'm trying to get him out of jail, guys. Joe Cool, man, come on. I'm getting you out of jail, bro. Let's go. We got the captain out here. Oh, Joe, they beat him. I think they beat him. You know, I think they beat him. He looks hurt. He looks hurt. Joe Cool.
I think he thought you were kidding, bro.
Joe Cool wouldn't even make it a day in jail. Dang. All right, y'all.
He's coming.
We got business to handle. All right, guys. Breaking news.
Yeah, he's a good friend of ours, Jay. Yep. He's a good friend. We hang out. We hang out on and off screen. You know?
We try.
Yeah. Yeah, when we can get him out the lazy boy.
Right?
Damn.
Maxing and relaxing. I mean, but he's got it like that, though.
Yeah, he's got it like that. When you're famous like Joe Cool, you can do that. What's up, great dude? Yeah, it's like 5 minutes in the Benton County Jail for sure, John. Like, he was in there just checking out the signs and shit, and then he was like fascinated with filming their cameras and shit. And bro, it seemed like he was in there forever, dude. I'm like, man, let me make a little funny video real quick. The captain was out there waiting to talk to him and shit. Oh man. Yeah, it was a good day. Brody, we bumped into him at the gas station. He was gonna let us search him. Probably might have enjoyed it.
You probably might have. What do you mean, probably might have?
I don't know. I mean, he definitely wasn't resisting. We'll give him that, right?
Are you attached to it anyway? Over here in the jail, it has a sign that says no cameras, no recording in this area. I want to request the paperwork. Who says? Well, does it apply to people who come? Does it apply to the public, inmates? I want to know more about that sign. Or you guys are talking about the camera, about that not.
No cell phone.
Yeah, there's like a little sign in here that says no cell
That's
phones
because
in
that
this area.
time they were doing in-person visitation, and they weren't allowed to have their cell phones in there while they were doing their visitation. That's all that was. So we don't have in-person set up anymore. You might want to take the sign down there because some auditor like me is gonna want to give you shit over it just to see what causes Tuesday. Hey, you guys did great, and they told me you would. Yeah.
Well,
I've been out here before. And what was your name? I'm Christian Money. I'm Captain Lieutenant. My name's Jeff. Are you the Good Citizen Media?
I'm Good Citizen Media. I'm Good Citizen Media. Appreciate it, man.
Gotta love those guys. I like good interactions, man. See, we've got plenty of good interactions out there, bro. It's just
I think the best one from that day was the Josie Cop one, dude. Like that shit, we had them fucking laughing so hard, dude. I love that shit, dude. We was all laughing except Joe. Joe wasn't
Joe wasn't laughing.
Joe wasn't laughing, but he was kind of laughing. Inside, Joe was laughing.
Inside, Joe was laughing.
Joe. Yeah, that was funny shit, dude.
Well, did you make a short out of that, or did you put that on TikTok? Because I don't see
Josie Cop.
Yeah,
I don't even remember.
It's probably on TikTok. We're everywhere. TikTok,
Yeah.
Rumble. all over
Yeah,
the place.
everywhere. Find us on all the platforms.
So
I don't know, but that shit was funny though. That fucking they were laughing so hard, man. It was a good one. And we were talking about the toilet.
oh yeah, that was funny. I don't think they could believe it. You could tell that they don't go over there and check out that area very often.
Oh, yeah, that shit was nasty. Still
we
is
also,
crack.
but we also got a good interaction with the administration there. As far as, you know, we went down to their city hall. We talked to them. They took us for a nice little tour of the little, well, at least the first floor of the building. The second floor really doesn't have anything up there. We've been up there before, but took us for a nice little tour. You know, Joe got a picture with the mayor in the council chamber area, and we found out that toilet is going to be torn out, and they're going to put in a new ADA acceptable toilet there, and revitalize that little park area. So, I mean, good interactions left and right. We just haven't put them all up. We've got so much to put up. It's not even funny.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Joe's a cop one. I think that one went over on the TikTok. I think
so too.
But that shit was definitely funny, dude. They were laughing. We were laughing. Yeah, I think so, because I remember Brody. I think Brody shared it. It was fucking on TikTok. Yeah, it was fucking funny.
Yeah,
It's always a good time, you know. We try to have a good time with them, make sure they're doing right. But like in Alamosa, you can tell when they're doing wrong, dude. Like they stick out so bad.
Unfortunately, that is the way it goes. They stick themselves out there like a sore thumb. And then, you know, of course, you know, when we try to use the law, we're claiming victim, but, you know, they're always the victim. You got a camera, you know, my safety, my safety.
Right.
I'm sorry, but I'm just curious as to how a camera recording them doing what they're supposed to be doing during the normal course of the day is any type of threat. I mean, if you're not doing anything wrong, what's the issue?
Well, the biggest excuse I've heard from police is, well, now I've got to pay attention to you. And, you know, the response is always the same from every single person. You don't have to pay attention to me. I am sitting here. I am documenting. I'm not doing a damn thing. Consider me invisible. I'm not here.
Well, you know,
and your job.
And that's kind of brings up another point, which is then they turn around and when they don't get their way on that portion of it, then they go, well, it's for your safety. Well, they already know that they're not responsible for our safety because there's case law on it. And when you quote the case law saying that they're not responsible for your safety, then they go back to, well, it's an officer safety issue. Well, nothing but nothing. I haven't found anywhere in the 50 states any law that specifically states officer safety. I can't find it. If anybody can, please let me know.
Yeah.
I haven't found it yet. And again, listen, I get that, you know, a lot of people go out there and they quote the 10-foot rule. Indiana just passed that 25-foot rule, right? But I mean, realistically, if you give them the 10 feet, okay. You know what I mean? You're not in their way. You're not bothering them. You're just recording what's going on.
Well,
and I don't understand why it doesn't click in their brains that not only are you there for the person that's being pulled over in a traffic stop, but you're actually there for both of them. You're there for them and the person in the stop.
So prime example, John. Yesterday, dude, when we rolled up on the scene, these guys were cuffed up, and let's just say they were losing some of their property to the police, right? And it looked like they were both probably heading to jail, and their shit was getting towed, you know. And when we showed up, dude, the cops got all funny with us, trying to tell us where we could stand, how close. Man, we were way fucking further than we needed to be.
We were at least 25 feet back, and I had stopped, right, John?
Yeah.
And the sheriff himself, Bruce Newman, decided he was going to walk all the way over to me and ask me to stay back out of respect. And I'm like, well, isn't like, I'm giving you plenty of courtesy. Like, I stopped, you walked up to me. Is this not a courteous enough distance? Oh yeah, this is great. Okay. But you walked all the way up to me to tell me to stay back. Why?
No, I walk closer because I already know there ain't no ruling here on it, dude.
Well,
as long as I'm not physically in their fucking way, they can kiss my ass.
Right.
And so that, or they put up the tape. If they put up the tape, that's a whole different story.
Right.
So I got into it with Lesser about that, right? Because he's trying to tell me, well, I'm just saying respectfully, this, that, and the other. No, dude, I was more than respectful, I told him. And he even says, no one said you weren't. Okay, then why are you over here trying to tell me how to do my fucking job, dude? Like, I'm not interfering, right? Like, there's no way they could concoct interfering there. So, and I told him, I don't have a feat that I can get from you, motherfucker. I was more than enough away. Well,
so, again, I mean, like I said, I mean, Indiana has the 25-foot rule, right? But that's also being challenged in the courts because it's unreasonable and in some opinions unconstitutional. Now,
you people, if you pull up CRS 16-3-311, that's our revised statute here as far as what I have to follow for a baseline when filming these guys. It's a good baseline, and it's worded pretty fairly clearly. I mean, as long as I'm not obstructing them, there's not anything that they can do or say, and they shouldn't be trying to impede or interfere with my video. Like, him coming up and telling me what I can and can't film is already going too far. You know what I mean? The law is clear. I mean, and they're breaking it. And then, there's obviously case law that furthers it. You know what I mean? But this is my baseline. Colorado has this law. A lot of places don't. So when he talks about any kind of footage or this, that, or the other, dude, like, man, we give him plenty of room. He's stupid.
That's
we have a filming law. I mean, we're allowed to film these guys. Well, they don't have to like it. They just have to put up with it. How they act is on them. They can do good or do bad, or they can just, sometimes they're just ignorant, like coming up and trying to tell us shit that they know we don't have to do just to see if we're going to do it. Like, that's stupid. Get away from my truck, he says. Get away from my truck. I told him, wash that motherfucker, dude. And I didn't go any further from it. So what did he accomplish? You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't trying to go any closer or any further. He wasn't going to obstruct me from doing what I was trying to do.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, realistically, I mean, first of all, it's not his truck. It belongs to everybody. You know what I mean? Then you hear them use these key phrases. Ours, this is our department, this is our courthouse. No, it's not. And that's the mentality that you're dealing with when you deal with certain people, and that's unfortunate. I mean, even that chief judge, you're violating our policy. No, that's your policy. Stick it up your ass sideways, wipe your ass with it. I don't give a fuck what you do with it. Stick it where the sun don't shine. I'm tired of this crap, and this is the game that they like to play.
Well, she said it correctly. You're violating our policy. Well, that's great. That's your policy. She said it right. She just got I'm violating it wrong.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. And again, but it's the verbiage, I mean, you hear it all the time, and it's not just here; it's different places, and it's a shame. I mean, you really, I've seen. Listen, there was a guy that was out about a year ago with somebody, and I forget who it was, but they went out and they actually went into the police station where, my God, if the police departments modeled themselves after this department, the world would be a better place. The chief, along with his underling, his undersheriff, the two of them turned around, took them through the entire place talking like shooting range, everything. They showed them the booking areas. They took them into the lockup, the holding cells. I mean, everything from soup to nuts. And it was like, it was probably one of the better videos out there.
Well, and we've been trying to work with different law enforcement out here. Maybe if I think Warfano County Jail was supposed to close, right? Good Citizen. Maybe we can get a tour of that jail.
Yeah, you never know. And then the ride
we might get a ride along too. I mean, we've been working it, John. We've actually been stopping at different prisons and stuff like that and asking if we could actually record and get a tour through some of them and stuff
John,
like that.
I just wanted to update you that this is still standing there. This section 89304A, it's still standing there. Yep.
Is that my buddy Todd?
No, this is the DHS director. Still standing.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly,
8-9.
I'm trying to think of the attorney that's out there that said that this is legal and lawful, and I can't remember. I could have sworn his name was Todd something.
She gave us his name. This was an independent.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, I got paperwork. I'm working on it. Lots of paperwork. Nathan Schultz. Nathan Schultz.
Nathan, okay. Yeah.
Nathan Schultz is the one that's guiding them on the aspect that they don't, but he's guiding them, telling them that it's okay to tell people to not record in a public area using a CRS that does not even fit the form because it's an eavesdropping form. And then on top of it, she puts a sign out that is incorrect, doesn't have the proper numbers on it. We go bust her balls. She has the time to write me like a full page letter on thanking me and Good Citizen for coming out, and yet turns around and doesn't even change the signs. So
they should take them down.
But and the thing is and this is what really gets me is the area that they've got you blocked out of is actually a public area that has public information in it. They have things, pamphlets and everything else. So
right, and that's the point that we're trying to get across to these people is they're cutting off a public lobby, and basically what they're doing to circumvent that is they're using that little walk-in area where you have to buzz in, and they're putting the new applications out there, so it gives people less of a reason to go in there. Like, you actually have to have like an open case or be going in there to see somebody to actually get past that second door. If you're not there to see somebody or you don't have an existing case, you're not getting past that second door. Well, most people aren't. we seem to defy the odds on a lot of stuff here, John.
Yeah.
So
I think what's funny is if you look at all this stuff, I mean, here's a perfect example. The sign you have up here with the CRS for the record for the core request.
If you read it, it's the law.
Yeah, if you look at it, she's misquoting the law here. I mean,
she's very much misquoting the law. And somebody, can you believe, John, that somebody had the balls to say that we didn't finish school because we didn't finish reading it, and the fact that they didn't understand that is two separate laws there.
And it was a hell of a clip, dude, of her tapping the fucking window and shit, bro.
Oh, dude.
Ass. Like, she's wrong. I tried to tell her she's wrong. She was not fucking hearing it. Like
And the fact,
I know this shit by fucking heart. Like, I
Just
deal with
this-
her all the time. Like, oh my gosh, dude. She's
well, just the
stupid.
simple fact that you went silent after she kept going was like, it was like, here's your sign. Like you were like taking
I
a
had
deep
her.
breath, like,
I had her dead to rights. I had her dead to rights, bro. And more than once, I told her, you are fucking breaking the law and you are on official notice. I don't care.
right.
I don't care. All right, okay. I'm like, dude, you're fucking
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay,
the worst
let's
part
see.
is they keep going. They keep and they sit there and oh my Lord. You turn around and you listen to this crap that they spout. And you know what the funny part is? The funny part is even if you took them to task, right? What's the best that you could do, really? You know, would retraining even work at this point? You know what I mean? On the FOIA and CORA laws, would it even work at this point? Because they're so
Well, at this point, John, we're pretty much labeling them as incompetent to do their job because they can't understand the law. And our request is that they get fired. That's our request. They did not do their job properly. They cost them. They pretty much are going to cost them a lawsuit. If I can get fired for smoking weed on my off time, those motherfuckers can get fired for fucking with people's lives. Just my opinion.
Yeah, shared by me, I think. But you know, what do I know?
I'm just saying, like, call me bitter, but fucking hell. Like, people can get away with that shit. I mean, they are purposely, blatantly, right in front of everybody, breaking fucking laws. And they get to keep their job. And they're in law enforcement. That pisses me off even more.
Well, listen, I think we have. I think there's two issues at play here too, because before the year ended, there was a way to hold people like that accountable, where you could actually under the statute under 2472-206. That they would be charged with a misdemeanor for not fulfilling record requests. And what happened was the legislator came in and passed that House bill, which killed it, right? And when they did that, they literally handcuffed the people that were making requests, because now you can't hold them responsible unless you turn around and you decide to sue. And
and I don't know if you heard, but Colorado is trying to pass a similar bill. Something to the fact of putting handcuffs on people that do records requests. Basically, they're trying to pass a bill that states that they don't have to follow CORA procedures for troublesome requesters. And they can label people troublesome requesters if they feel that they are requesting too much or making like just ridiculous requests, or whatever their opinion is, they can label you as a troublesome requester and take away your CORA rights. But I don't know if that would follow FOIA, but I don't know FOIA to have like a 3-day rule or anything like that either.
No, FOIA under Colorado, FOIA and CORA is supposed to run hand in hand, right? So if you were following what the Colorado state legislature says, so the two of them would run together. So it would be the 3 days is the way that they have it under the law. Now, normally, I believe FOIA, I think depending on where you're at, and again, I think FOIA is standard across the states. It's 20 days. I think they have to respond. And
well, that's what I'm saying. So they're basically extending it out to the FOIA. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to do the CORA portion of it, so they don't have to follow that, and they can take their time on your requests, as well as they can sit there and probably I think the bill states that they can actually add fees onto your request, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I read a lot. And it all mashes together, so it's like it's kind of crazy, the stuff that they're trying to pass, John.
Well, listen, I mean, look at over in Arkansas, Huckabee there was trying to pass something about the FOIA, doing FOIA requests out there. So it's not unheard of. You know, apparently they're getting tired of people wanting to have their public bodies be, you know, give up the information that they should be given to them anyway. So it's not just Colorado. I think it's everywhere. I mean, I've dealt with it here in this state. I can't tell you how many times that I filed requests in this state where I've had to go to the Secretary of State, because that's the entity I have to go through in order to get them to fulfill my requests. I had one where I asked for credit card statements, and they sent me a goddamn spreadsheet that they slapped together on fucking Microsoft Word, right? And when I said to them, no, I'm not looking for a goddamn spreadsheet, I want the actual credit card statements, they kicked it back on, we're not going to give it to you, you know? And then amazingly, when I went to the Secretary of State, what do I get same day? My credit card statements. So, you know, this is the game, you know? You get it until somebody else steps in and says, hey, you're going to put the town on the hook for a lawsuit if you don't give him the information he wants. And that's when they finally give it up. But and then sometimes they don't even do that.
Yeah.
You know,
That
it's
old
a
guy
shame.
was trying to give it up to you people, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Oh, so touchy. Well, guys.
I got a phone call.
It's been down there 3 hours.
Holy
Time
crap.
flies when you're having fun.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I think we'll end it. It's about 3 hours. Yeah, that sounds about good. I've got a song
And
all
then
queued
sheriff's
up.
calling you back.
No, I got a phone call, but it was from a realty company that wanted to know if I owned property out in Arizona. And I'm like, no property here that I own. So unfortunately not. They have not contacted me back, but best believe that if they do contact me back, I will record that conversation. I highly doubt I'm going to get a call back because
I highly doubt
frankly, at this point, if the county is handling those, now they're going to have to go to the county and ask for that paperwork. If I don't get a response by, we'll not say tomorrow, we'll say the next day. I'll give them a little bit of time. The next day, I'm going to give the county a call myself, and then we'll figure out how they actually handle all that.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Well, you want to run some shout outs before you end it or what?
Yeah, we can run some shout outs. So we got
John, we appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, I was going to save the best for last, but okay. All right, fine. All right, we got John. We got John Nicola. Thank you for being up here, brother. I greatly appreciate all your insight on everything, bro. It puts another light on at least what we put out there, you know?
Well, thank you guys.
All right, brother. We got Keebler. We got Jay. We got Anarchy Television, who jumped in last minute. We got Gray Dude. We got Breaking the Flaw jumped in last minute. Sorry, Breaking the Flaw, you jumped in last minute, man. You got to go back. That's 3 hour show too, so that kind of sucks, bro. Like that's a long show. We had Bootlicker in here. We're going up. That a lot of conversation happened here. We had Joe Cool. He was supposed to come up. I don't know what happened. He had to charge his phone or something. We had Westside Accountability. We had Kinetic Customs and Racing. We had Oklahoma Outlaw Audits in the building. Great to see you. We also had Standing Tall 710. We had Slow Burner. I'm still scrolling. Lots of conversation. We got lots of shout outs. Birdie P came in. Ajot came in. Beth Meadows came in. Cheryl came in. Cheryl came in at the beginning. We also had Betty, we had Gail, we had Just a Guy Having Fun, we had Joko, we had Illinois Blue Line Berserker Watch. That's a new one. I'm gonna have to check you out. That's an awesome name. I love that. Emerald City Transparency, new name for me too. I gotta check these two out. So yeah,
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate every single one of you for coming
All
in
you
and
guys
chatting.
watching back, and we appreciate you too.
Right? Yeah, we always appreciate the watch back. Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day. If there's anything that you have any information that you want us to dig better on or whatever, don't hesitate to email us. You know, and if there's anything that we missed or messed up, don't hesitate to email us, because we always like to learn and we like to be right. So if we're not there, you can always try and correct us. We'll look into it. Have a great day, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Stay safe.
Later.
And dawn, your nightmares. Little did you know that I like fear. When you turn, I'll be right there. You should be afraid, you should be scared. Out of the darkness, out of the fear. Here comes the monster waiting in there. Heart rate is rising, some call it scare. You'll feel the chill start raising your hairs. It's too late, you're here now. I hope that you're prepared, cause there's no getting out. You can feel the energy, dark like a cloud. Electrified by panic, terror and doubt. Don't cross me or you'll learn quick the hard way that I'm not one to mess with. I got a mind and that mind's full of mean tricks. I'll plant a seed in your red where the fear will stick. And dawn, your nightmare.